You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today because I am going to build the Oreo Build Your Own Arctic Cookie Skating Rink. It says it's made with Oreo cookie pieces in the top right corner by Create a Treat. All right, let's see. The kit includes pre-made chocolate cookie made with Oreo cookie pieces, Oreo cookies, cream-flavored pre-made icing with tip, easy soft and squeezy icing, fondant, and assorted candy. Now, this is flat. And what I mean by that is the rentals is not a full, like gingerbread house or chocolate cookie house in this case. Here is the nutritional facts and information. And then here is the skill level 2. Now, from the front, it looks like it is a skill level 4. If it's out of a scale of 4, it's a skill level 4. Best before 2023. Yes, this is the third set from sets that I had carry over from last year that I said I could not just leave them. I had to keep them and do them, but they were not necessarily for Lucky Penny Shop. And I'm doing them anyway because why not? They're here. All right, so you see, it's a flat rental shop, and then you have the 4 trees, the 3 little penguins, and then 2 other pieces that holds up the rental shop. Then the Oreo cookies, looks like a 4-pack, Christmas quins, I like that word, quins, blue fondant, easy soft and squeezy icy writer, make decorating easy, cream flavored, pre-made icing with tips. So first, prepare the icing. Second, separate the pieces. Third, icing, writer preparation, decorate, attach stands, and attach the tree. So it is all attached. It's just kind of like a flat scene. All right, very cool. The box is neat, though. It's all blue on the top, and then you have a whole snow scene on the bottom with the penguins. Looking forward to making this set. Let me get it out of the box, and we will get started. All right, so let's get this out of the box. Now, the last 2 sets that were sets like these that were older, one of them, the fondant wasn't very good. I mean, the easy squeeze icing. This one seems better. It's pretty well sealed in there. Sweet, smooth, and velvety icing. All right, and here was the Oreo cookie. So you get a 4-pack. The quins, which looks like little snowflakes, trees, and gingerbread, and candy canes. I guess that's what a quin is. Here's the fondant. It looks pretty good still as far as squeezable. This looks okay too. All right. And then, interesting. Penguin creatures, or the penguins, look bigger than I was expecting from the front of the box. All right, let's get them out. Now, do you build it all on your cardboard base? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, so there's one penguin. There's another one. Almost looks like that's their teeth in their mouth when they don't have the coloring on them. This looks like it's in good shape. All right, everything seems to be in good shape. It looks like it would fit on this, but it's hard to tell. No, probably not. So I don't know. What are you going to build it on? I'll have to figure that out. Well, so first I want you to prepare the icing. Then I have to decorate these. Now, look at all this. I mean, these trees are completely covered in green, and this is the green. I'm not feeling it. It seems like a lot of green. And then the cookies are cut around the ridge lines of the rental shop, and there's one under the little rental window. I mean, nicely decorated. They have the place for everything in regards to the rental shop. Then there's a sign where someone wrote rentals on. I mean, that's cool. I don't know if this will be as cool. And it doesn't say to do it on the base. Nope, they're not even showing built on the cardboard, so it's going to be pretty big. I don't know how I'm going to move around. Maybe I'll have to put it on one of my trays, and then I can move it around. All right, so they don't want me to do these yet, but I'm so worried about these not going in the right direction as far as the crack. Let's do this. This should be easy. Nice. I'm afraid if I try to just break these, I'm going to lose it. I think I want to put it on something and then press down right on the seam, because it doesn't seem to be cut very well on this tip. Let me get some tools here and a cutting board and see if that will help this out. I know this is the next step, but I might as well get it ready and off to the side. These are all set. This is good to go. So let's see how we're gonna break these. All right, so here's what I came up with. It's just straight edge on this cutting board. Does it give you any tips? It just says separate individual panels by gently breaking along the snap lines. Okay, let's do what they say. If it doesn't work, then I can blame them. Here we go, and snap. Ooh, perfect. All right, let's do that again. And snap. Ooh, I did it. Were you all worried? I was worried. Now let's just lay this out. Okay, so here's the house. Then they show the big trees behind the house, and they're connected this way. Okay, let's just say that for an example. And then these on the side, that's pretty big. That's at least a foot long. So where am I going to put this? And then they show a penguin way out here, a penguin here, and then a penguin here. And that's kind of the scene. Okay, that's a lot of decorating. So let me get my stuff ready. My icing, and the green. Let's see how much of this it takes to do one tree and cover it. And let's go from there to determine what I need to do. All right, I will be back. Maybe I'll use that cutting board, not the wood one. I'll use one of these little ones. I got a bunch of these. I'll clean up and then we'll get started. All right, so it's hard to knead this in any way because there's so much air in there. So let me release some of the air and then just squish it on. Okay, so you gotta cut a bigger tip, I guess. I thought, all right, let me try a tool. It does look very thin on the box, but maybe it has nowhere near enough to cover it. So let me give a little bit more. Maybe it's enough. I'm not a decorator, so this is not one of my specialties. But I am trying to get better at it. Being rounded, they're hard to get those edges. I'm not going to go all the way across the edge yet till I at least see how much of these trees this covers. I'm going to say I'm more than halfway through this, and this is a bigger tree. Now, no one said I had to do what they did, right? But to see if the box is accurate, no, it's probably the way I need to do it, right? Two. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to use every morsel here. That's a cool look. And here is the last of it. Well, I take back what I said. There's enough there if you just squish every little bit out. All right. I mean, it covered it. Now, do you wait to let this dry before you try to put the white on these? I think I will. All right. I'm happy with that. I need to clean my tool, but I want to put these on here in a more cohesive way so I can fit it all on one tray. All right, there you go. Gonna let those dry. All right, let's work on the next piece. Okay, so I have all of my stuff organized on the cutting boards in back, and I got my little bowls out so I can get these quins onto here. Now, my guess, to use these quins, you probably are gonna need, ooh, that sound, the little tinkly sound. Tinkly. No, I don't think tinkly is the word. No, I don't know what word I want to say there. And then the Oreo cookies. So there's 4. There's one that's already broken. Actually, there's 3 that are broken. So we're ignoring that. Now, I did have a set of tweezers nearby. There they are. Okay. Because to do this and to place these tiny little accents, gonna be hard with just fingers. All right, let's see what's going on with this thing. Hopefully it's not stuck like the last few. And then one was way too... All right, it's got to get through that. I've been kneading it. It's kneaded for, a few minutes. Yep, it's got some stuck in there. Don't know till you start. There we go. All right, so they have little, nicely done lines. So I'm just going to do straight lines on each tree, kind of like them. Actually, I'm not going to do it like them. I'm going to do it different. I'm just going to put snow in different spots. This is a hard bag to work with, by the way. Let's start at the tip. Okay. Got to cut a little bit more. It's not liking it. All right. Yes, I've been kneading it for more than a few minutes. It's super soft, so that's what I don't get. I just think maybe, like I said, it's what's stuck in there. And I've been pushing it and kneading it and pushing it and kneading it. I'm just going to do... Maybe it's just old like the last one. It's actually warm in my hands too. Let me just keep messing around with it. I'm going to do more like little spots for ornaments. And then I'll put little accents on this tree. Okay. Tweezers. Alright, little gingerbread man. See how small these are? Okay. He fell right off. Alright. Little candy cane. I'll put the candy cane going up. And then a little tree on a tree. How's that sound? Okay. And there's a red tree. Well, it's definitely easier with the tweezers. Easier with the tweezer. I'm not going to put a snowflake because those are white. I'll put a blue snowflake. Okay, so think of them as Christmas ornaments. All right. That's one tree. what I really wanted to do is put just a line of, like a swoopy garland. Let's see if I can pretend we're going to do that. Like they did. One there. Well, I got to tell you, this is nowhere near enough icing to do this whole thing the way they have it. I always get stuck in these situations where I think, oh yeah, it's going to work, there's going to be enough, and then there isn't. So let's limit what I'm using. There's my garland to my tree. Ooh, I tried it with my left hand. Left hand fail. I want to do one more line. Actually, you know what? I'll go a little higher because that sits behind something. With the new YouTube music, everything seems to get... Well, you can use certain music, but of course it's noted as catches it right away. And they have free music and music you could buy, so you could still get some free music, but they've added it where you purchase your music now. Alright, so let's do these the same. We'll do little blotches. Okay. Oh, it's so quiet. Why is everybody so quiet? That's good. I think after this one, I will do the house, or the ski shop, or whatever they call it, lodge, rental, something like that. Can't use a white one. I'm concentrating and I'm trying not to breathe. I know how annoying that can be when you hear. But I am, 6 inches away from a microphone, so. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's get these back. We'll let this dry. Let's bring in the house. I call it a house, but it's a rental shop. It's a rental house. Now, I do like the way they have the Oreo cookies. So, I'm going to use these because they're already broken. So they have them, they even give me the outlines for them, so that's what I'm going to use. So they have these like this. Grab some more broken pieces. Oh, there's a piece stuck. Okay. I like. doesn't almost want to stick to the cookie. Come on, come on. More broken. When life hands you broken Oreo cookies, use them. Okay, then they cover up that edge. Now I'm starting to sweat, so I feel, oh yeah, it's coming out great now because my hand's trying to press that. All right, let's get something on the chimney. All right, I really don't have a lot left. I like to do this. I'll take this like this with something flat. Alright, so let me get some stuff on this. I think I'm just going all in here with the finger because trying to place them with the tweezers, I'll just stick them around. I had every intention of making the most perfect little rental shop. It's sticking to my fingers. Well, we're going to make this whole piece the chimney right there. Let's get a little more goose glue in here. It's a big chimney chalet. Did you see the chalet video, by the way? I kind of like how they did the front, so I'm going to try to emulate that, but that's the rental. Tell you what, before I go any further, I would like to check out the fondant. Well, I know some people say fondant. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. I think I'm going to have to stop there with that because I need to get to something on the penguins. And I still need to glue the whole thing together. So it's almost like a stiff putty in a way. All right, let's leave that for now because I need to be able to put this all together. Meaning, if there is not enough of this, I can't glue it together. Now, I do like how they did the scarves. So I'm going to do at least one. Okay, that's about the thickness. It's kind of like this. Now, in the other set, it said to wet the place you're putting it. That's a scarf. Then they had little lines. There is just a tiny bit at the top. I can maybe squeeze out a little bit more. Let's get the poopies on all their hats. My guess is you would need to make your own. It's easy to make. I'm going to make a little blue ball on the end of this one. I kind of like that. We're going to give this one an Oreo top. Just looks like he needs a top. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, at this point, I'll do these. They have it all nicely smoothed out, but let's see if we can do that. This would be if you're good. There we go. I'm just going to put some stuff on them to kind of give them a little color. Okay. I don't know if I even have enough to glue it together. Let us get some eyes on him. We'll give him blue eyes. Little tiny dots. There. Oh. There. I have something on everything. Let me see what we have, and then you could assess. Yes, you should have done this, or you should have done that, or why didn't you do this, or why didn't you do that? Well, now you're going to see. Well, let's give this guy... Let's see if we can get a little more color on these guys. I don't think this is going to even stay. Remember, I got to stand this up. That's a scarf. All right, I think that's it. We'll give this guy a little scarf. And there's probably enough for me to just put this together after it dries. There. I like him the best. There, don't they look great? I don't think that. I do think they need eyes though. They look kind of funny. He's got closed eyes, but we'll squeeze something in there. Oh, it looks exactly like the box. There. Do they look adorable? Alright, there's plenty of this. There's a bunch of chopped up Oreo. And I have this, so I don't know how much it's going to take to glue. That's why I'm kind of stopping now. Alright, because I need to stand up the house and get that all in there. Let me let this dry. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it on my little fan. You know my little fan, right? We'll get this on the fan. That'll speed up the process. And I will come back. I'll clean up, move everything around, get this stuff out of here, and then I will put it all together. Alright, so I was reading. It's been sitting for about 2 hours now, almost 3 hours. I think everything is ready to go. Don't need those. Let's move these out of the way. And then the little penguins, it says attach to your desired base, so I'm thinking it's going to be maybe as long as this, just a tray so I can move it around. Yeah, it's going to be pretty big. I'm really confused. They don't tell you your base should be blank and blank in size or anything like that. So you're putting these on the back like this and then standing it up. So let's get those on. I don't know what to do. Okay. So let's just put a bunch on here, even though this stuff's been sitting for a little bit. Now, I need to cut it real thick. Where are my scissors? All right, hold on a second. Let me just mix a little bit more. There we go. All right, then I have all kinds of support pieces, glassware that I'm going to use, front and back, to hold that. I guess I'm going to have to let this sit for a while. If everything is sitting on this, then it's going to have to sit. Lots of sitting. I don't think I'm going to even have enough of this. I don't know what to do. I'm so confused. There we go. There we go. It says stick it to your base. So, yeah, what am I going to do? This glass is too big. All right. Maybe one of these. Okay, I need a much smaller glass to go in between this to hold this up. And then I will turn it around. Okay, I need something to fit in there to hold this. I'll be right back. Okay, I decided I think I'm just going to try to squeeze it on here and make it smaller than what it's supposed to be. So I want to move this to this. It still hasn't dried yet. The fan has been on it. Back it up now. I could not find a little glass that would fit in between there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll put a tree here and then I'll glue a tree to the front of this and I'll put the 3 penguins in front. But I want to see where to put the glue, because you're supposed to do that and then glue it to the base. So as long as I put the glue in that area, I should be good. So I want to do that to kind of help support this. Okay. So that's where I'm at. Now this, I'm going to put a lot of glue down. I want to get this drying with that, otherwise this could take a while for it all to set. That's a good amount of glue. Okay. This is risky, but I'm going to try. Let's get this to here. Ooh. That's going to help set this up better. Okay, good amount of glue. And then I'll put the trees behind it, like I said. I'm going to have to let this sit for probably a couple hours. Alright. Glued. Now hopefully these will do more leaning than anything else. I can just lean it against that. Just the tip. And then I'll do the other one on the house, the chalet. Or I could put this one here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to make it work on this because the big tray is just too hard to transport and I don't want to stick it to the tray. Alright, I found some different ones. Let's see if this works. It's a lot in a little space, but pressing and it's making them drop. Okay, I'm not going to move a thing. That's crazy. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's let that sit. I'll put the fan on them. Hopefully it doesn't blow them over. Hopefully they'll stay. And I will come back. Let me see if I can get you a front view without anything falling. There. Maybe a little more light with the darkness. It's... look. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so I was looking at the box again, and I'm looking at the penguins, and then I'm realizing that this is not part of the penguin, it's the base. And right here, way in the little text right here, it says, attach stands behind the rental shop and penguins. But nowhere does it say to take the stands off the penguins. So I was just a little confused there. And then they show it on there, but off there. Now I'm realizing the bottom half of the penguin, while this is still somewhat wet, caught it in time, goes like this. And then this is what holds on the penguin. So I'm able to use the icing that's on there and do this. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me fix these. Oops, this one I already did. So I just need to fix that one. And now they will stay up better. So that makes more sense now. I think that's why I was kind of struggling. So you take this like this. I think actually I can go tall ways too. I'm going to do that. It's still not dry, so I caught it just in time after I was looking at it saying, something just doesn't seem right with this set. And I've been struggling and struggling and struggling with it. Just the way it is in the pictures and... Okay, there we go. A little more on that. This goes here. I could use this here. Now I don't need to hold them up. They'll hold up themselves. There you go. They still seem giant compared to the trees. Look at them. That little tree, he's almost as tall as the little tree. And when you look at the box, they seem much shorter, like half the size of the tree. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll let it dry. I'll come back and then I'll wrap it up now that I fixed it. All right, I am back, and I just noticed, oops, I had some of the frosting on my start-stop button. That's why I cut myself out. All right, I have to really rethink this kit. Out of all the ones I've done so far, I think I struggled with this one the most. Mainly because, if you look, this is it. That's all that's left on the icing, and I barely did any detail work. Just a tiny bit there. You know, maybe I could have thinned out some of the stuff I've done. And then there's a lot of these. And there's a few more Oreos, which you can still eat, of course. And then prospectively, the penguins in the box. I can give you a better shot now. I was a little... what was I? I was a little frustrated because I didn't catch the fact that the penguins had the bases and those were the stands. But look, this penguin here is to this part of the tree. And this penguin here is almost the same height as the tree. So it really looks like they're out of place. I think they should be possibly half the size. And then I was going over the instructions, and it really never said take the bases off of the penguins, or at least I missed it. I saw it in the picture now. Came back, and I'm like, wow, those penguins are so tall. And then I saw, because it says, separate individual panels by gently breaking on snap lines. Then prepare the icing, then decorate. And then attach stands behind the rental shop and penguins. That I missed because it's not even in the picture. So I thought, they sure were tall. But I resolved it. I was able to save it. It hadn't really dried that much. Let me take this out of here. Let me take this out of here. And then I can give you a closer look. Ooh, I gotta push it this way. You can see what they look like from behind. It's interesting. It's got that depth perception, right? Because the trees are in the back. And then stability. It's okay. I mean, they will fall over for sure. I think the icing is still a little soft, but generally speaking, I like the look. And I do like the trees. I just think, yeah, either a bigger base, and they should tell you this should go on a, 18 by 12 base or something like that. And then, I don't know, maybe a little more clarification. And then double this. There's no reason why they can't put 2 bags of this in, and then maybe less of the quins, right? Well, Well, either way, I'm not complaining. I had fun making it, and it's definitely quite unique. I'm going to put this amongst the other ones. I've got them all sitting off to the side. I have one more set to do after this one, and then I'm going to bring them all out on that last video and show them to you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. I do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it for you. And thanks for watching. Later.
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.